Welcome everyone to the Sharp Pick. It is week 16 of the NFL and it is crunch time if I have ever seen it. All the NFL lines are ripe and ready for the taking, so let's take a look at some of the early lines and see if there is value now early in the week or if we should wait for other line movement later in the week. We'll start in Green Bay as the Tennessee Titans are taking 11.5 points on the road against the Packers this week. Packers had an impressive road win against the Bears while the Tennessee Titans are still pending tonight against the Jets. However, I can already tell you that either way it goes tonight, I think the Packers are going to be bet up in this game just a few points. I think you can expect this spread probably to settle right around the 2-touchdown mark, maybe a little bit less. But Green Bay seems to be back on a roll, and they should take care of the lowly Titans at home. Cincinnati Bengals are plus 3.5 in Pittsburgh in a big NFC or AFC North battle, and I can already tell you this spread's probably going to stay right around plus 3.5. You see this a lot with these divisional games that are going to be close. Plus 3.5 is a very hard number to bet, so I personally am laying off. I think you're going to see action either side of this line. Should be a rather close game, so even though I'm laying off, you might want to wait and see how this one moves later in the week if you feel like you have a hunch. The Saints are plus 3 underdogs on the road in Dallas this weekend, which is a little bit surprising considering how well the Saints dispatched the Tampa Bay Bucks this week. I can already tell you that I like the Saints, but it does smell a little bit fishy and could be a trap set for us by the sportsbook. So be careful if you like the Saints here. If the line starts shooting down, however, jump in while you still can because the Saints taking points anywhere is a pretty solid bet. The Redskins are -4 favorites in Philadelphia this week to face off against the Eagles. They had a huge win this past Sunday, and now with the Giants loss that they suffered in Week 15, the Redskins have a chance to take sole possession of the NFC East with only one game to go, and they have a perfect opportunity to do it because the Eagles have been, well, let's face it, flat out terrible. If RG3 can come back after he did not play in Week 15, I cannot see this spread going anywhere but up. So if you feel like you got a good hunch on RG3 playing this week, go ahead and lay those 4 points. St. Louis Rams are on the road at plus 3 in Tampa Bay to face off against the Buccaneers. Now, both teams looked okay over the weekend. However, Tampa Bay just could not get over the hump against the Saints, while the Rams at least held on in their Week 15 game. So I initially liked the St. Louis Rams. However, they're a lot different on the road. Their defense is solid, but their offense can be shaky at times, and the Tampa Bay Bucs offense can explode at any time, even though they put up a clunker in Week 15. So I'll probably lay off this spread in the end, but wait and see where it moves here throughout the week. The Giants and the Ravens from Baltimore are a pick-em, and I could see a lot of good games this Sunday, but this one could take the cake. Both of these teams have a lot to play for, and they both got embarrassed in Week 15. Look for this game to be pretty close. I expect it to stay right around a pick-em. However, there are a couple of books that have the Ravens favored at -1, while there's another book that has the Giants favored by 1 point. So we'll see where this one goes. Should be a pretty even contest, pretty contested on either side. The Chicago Bears, coming off their loss against the Packers, are -5.5 in Arizona for one of the mid-afternoon games this week. The Cardinals' defense is very solid, and they proved it this Week 15 against the Lions in Arizona. And now another NFC North opponent, the Bears, come in. If the Arizona Cardinals can play as good a defense as they did against the Lions, I can see them as plus 5.5 as a great bet, especially if you want to tease them up in a teaser. However, the Bears can get it together. The question is, will they? I think they will. I do think, however, you're going to see this line drop. So expect this line to drop dramatically throughout the week, and then you're probably going to see some action later on the Bears as it drops to closer to 4.5 or 3. Finally, Sunday Night Football should be an interesting NFC West battle between the San Francisco 49ers on the road in CenturyLink Field in Seattle, and the Seattle Seahawks are laying 1 point. I can already tell you that I think this spread is going to eventually favor the 49ers, if not stay at a pick-em. I think you're going to see some people take this past Sunday Night Football game against the Patriots from the 49ers into account. I think they're going to see that and like the 49ers on next Sunday night against the Seahawks. That'll do it for my Monday edition. Make sure you check back daily for my blog updates, as well as Friday where we recap the Week 16 line movement in review. But until then, I'm Jordan Sharp, and this has been another installment of The Sharp Pick.